Hello and welcome back to Marwell Manor. So, as you can see by the vent in front of us, we've got the dual wheels off now and we've got the row crop wheels on ready to go spraying. So our fields are all growing now and we've made a couple of new purchases. So all our hay bales have been put away and I've carried out my threat to buy a Manitou. I'd ideally like a JCB, but there's none available unfortunately. So we've got all our hay stacked in here under cover now, ready to keep the cows fed. The jury's still out on whether we need to buy a big baler, whether we go round again. The other purchase has been a Samsung slurry tanker to deal with what the cows are producing. Got the trailing disc applicator on here as well, so we can inject as opposed to spray in it. And that's what we're going to be using today. So let's get on with the job then. We've got our grass fertilised, what we took the hay off. This is fully loaded and ready to go. Haven't used this before, so it's new to us. Good load for this tractor as well. I've since found out that the 81 or 820 we got there has been fitted with a tuning chip, so it's not exactly what it seems, that tractor. I'll get this unfolded. So it's all unfolded and let's get it turned on. So not putting very much on. 10 cubic meters a hectare is all we want to put on here. Don't need too much, just enough to get the grass growing again. That's the plan anyway. As you can see by our fields to the left, they're growing now. It's doing well. So at least there shouldn't be any neighbours near this field to complain about the smell. And cow slurry isn't as bad as pig slurry, so we're alright there. Just try and straighten this out a bit now. A little bit just to get it straighter for us, make it a bit easier. Not sure how many tankerfuls we'll need on here. We've got plenty in the tank under the cow shed, that's for certain. Haven't been emptied out for over a year. We'll use that as opposed to buying some bagged fertiliser for this field. That's the theory. So not only did we get left with the farm when we bought it, we got left with loads of slurry to deal with, which is no bad thing. I didn't realise that till the other day when we had a look. Could have just bought a normal type shoe spreader, but this is going to do a better job for us. Safer in a way as well. Splash plate type spreaders can cause a few issues, shall we say. If they block up or do anything like that. I must make a fortune in that hot air balloon, the amount of time I spent in the air around this way. Let's hope we can get the headlands done in 2 widths. That's the plan anyway. As soon as this field is all spread, will I get on some spraying? I doubt that will be today. I know to use bagged fertiliser would have been quicker, but we've got plenty of time at the moment to get this done. It makes sense to use it. GPS, I suppose. Let's see where it's been easy enough. Crows will love this when they get picking over it. It's bound to be full of little bugs and pieces for them. Poles could be a bit interesting to get around with this, that's for certain. So the 800 series vent over in the shed there, so I say it's got a power chip on it. I've been informed it's about 260, 270 horsepower instead of the 200 it should be. Which explains what was handling the cultivator so well the other day. So where we thought this tractor was the most powerful, it's actually that other vent. So with the purchase of the telehandler, it puts the future of the N series in debate now. But do we really need a tractor loader as well as the telehandler? Could we get an older tractor to replace them? So jury's out on that one at the moment. Let's just say the N series future hangs in the balance. If we take any more land on, we're going to have to reevaluate our tractor situation in terms of horsepower. So we may need some bigger kit to cope with it. In which case we'll need a bigger tractor on the farm. At which point we tried the Voltra in against a bigger one. And then, if we were to trade in for another tractor, I think we'd stay Fen. If we could find one at the right price. I do love telegraph poles in the field. If I had my way, they'd be underground. Certainly see the slurry on the field when the sun catches it now. So I'm not putting too much on this field, just enough to get it growing again. It's doing a good job anyway. When that stops, we'll have to go refill them. Did try and sell us a 36mm one, but as I pointed out to him, this tractor isn't big enough for that. That's when they mentioned the other one was bigger. I think 12 metres is plenty big enough for the sort of grass fields we've got on here. It'll be mostly the grass what gets slurry on it on this farm. This can be used as a tanker without the injector on as well if required. Discs are certainly putting in the ground well though. We've already sprayed the field in front of us. As far as 10 little weeds we've got growing at the minute, but that'll probably change in the very near future. And that'll be the tanker running out. So it could be about 2 tankfuls on here then, get this finished. Which isn't too bad. Nice and shiny on there from it anyway. The issue with this is getting into the slurry tank. So where it is, it's quite an awkward place to reverse down to with this one. If you can't get in forwards, you turn around unfortunately. Down the back of this cow shed here, around towards the old sheep shed. It's not exactly the widest gangway to get down with that tank there. Not sure if that's anything much in there. If there isn't, that might go missing if it's not serving a purpose. To have a clear up down here to make it a bit easier for us. Get that filled up. Right, off we go again. Set in this end again as we didn't barely get started, come back up the field before it ran out. No sense to run all the way down the other end. Just wasting diesel. So I'll get that unfolding on the way down here. So we're about there somewhere. So we'll strike in here again. Shouldn't take too long now. get a good crop of air next time again. Can't put much more fertiliser on than we have with this. Speaking to everyone around, and they said this is probably the best tank for what we want to do. Fit with the biggest tires we could get on it. No sense in putting narrow tyres on this thing and how much it weighs in that when it's full, especially with that injector on the back of it. Certainly wouldn't want to go with weighbridge with a full load of cow slurry in, otherwise we may be in a little bit of trouble for that on the road. What we may do after harvest is take a load of this up to the other farm, on that small field up there. Been informed that you used to get pig muck and slurry on it regularly up there. And we have had someone get in touch with us about wanting to rent the pig buildings off us up there, doing their bed of breakfast pigs in it. So something we might consider rather than having the yard sit empty. They'll have the buildings, we can have any muck and slurry produced by the pigs. Seems a fair deal to me. Makes more sense than the building sitting derelict. Let someone use it who can make use of it. Added income for us. We won't have to do anything for them. Bills to be done by the outside company. Makes it slightly more appealing, as I don't want anything to do with pigs particularly. Don't mind the cows we've got here, especially now we've increased the numbers of them slightly. A few more cows than we started off with now. Got talked into it by the milk company. Something we talked about anyway, but finally decided to give it a shot. Drag when we've got a turn with this. Probably we've probably could finish down the wrong end of the field to get out. So we're trekking back through all the slurry again. Never mind. Bit to do here, because we've only got one more end to do along the bottom here. So fill this little bit in, get down to one width all the way down, which do nicely. We to head up this side. Let's get this headland finished. So hopefully that'll be 2 widths if I've got it right. Or where there's slight bits missed. Pull up the hill with this. I've been paid us to put the front weight on the tractor. This has this field fertilised now. One more out of the way anyway. Bit easy going this direction downhill. A successful first outing for our new toy then. Done a good job on this field. Just this headland, the one up the other side to do now, and we're finished. Definitely see we haven't missed too much by what the field looked like. A bit slippery on there now. Take too long to do it. So if we to put a good dose on, we'd obviously take quite a bit longer. So I'll set down at the lowest we can get onto this field. 10 cubic meters. Can't actually set this thing to put on any lower than that. So to make sure we do it when the field's dry as well, so there's no rain forecast. Don't want to run off into the river down the bottom of this field. Something we've had to give consideration to. Another reason why we couldn't really use a splash plate on this one. Don't want to even risk a run off into the river down here. That'd get expensive. Just a small bit in front of us that needs doing. Drop that there. A little bit in the gateway and we'll fold up just as we get to the gate. And that's this field finished. So all good. Good start to the day. One Field was slowly on before even breakfast. That might be a good time because I just ran out again. Get that folded up. Get this back in the yard again. Go on this side of the shed near the straw blower this time, rather than put it back in the other shed there. Won't be long before we have to mug the cows out properly as well. Let's have a look in there. All look very happy in there. Good bit of muck to come out. Quite sure what that one's doing to our wall down the end there. I think it's straw and feed, so they're all alright. So that's where we're going to leave this video. So I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video and hope you'll join me again next time. So till then, goodbye for now.